The ending doesn't always arrive with slamming doors or screaming voices. Sometimes it drifts in quietly, carried on a breath you almost overlook. That night brought no storm, no clash, no flood of tears. Only a single hushed sentence that cut deeper than any outburst ever could. Not tonight. Don't touch me. I lay awake beside her, eyes fixed on the ceiling, exhaustion weighing down my body while my thoughts refused to rest. I didn't plead. I didn't fight. I simply allowed the silence to stretch between us until it hardened into its own truth. It hadn't always been this way. Once we were the couple others admired, laughing too loudly in public, stealing kisses whenever we could, turning ordinary days into something memorable. She used to cradle my face between her palms and kiss me as if her world would collapse without me. Mornings had begun with her fingertips tracing along my jaw, whispers of forever following with each touch. Strange how those same lips that once begged me never to leave eventually became the ones that pushed me away. We had built something steady, uncomplicated. No dramatic fireworks, no grand gestures, just the comfort of love that felt safe. I thought safety would be enough. But love doesn't survive on routine alone. It requires effort, tenderness, and deliberate care. Somewhere along the way, both of us stopped giving that. We grew tired, too stubborn to mend what was breaking, too drained to fight for what we once cherished. Evenings passed with us sharing the same couch yet existing in different worlds. Meals eaten in silence. Nights spent lying side by side, while our hearts wandered elsewhere. I felt her slipping before she ever admitted it. I saw it in the absent goodbyes, in the way her body tensed when I reached for her, in the hollow curve of her smile. I told myself it was stress, life, temporary distance. I tried small gestures, her favorite snacks, gentle questions, but her answers were short, her gaze far away. She was there, yet already gone. That night, when I reached beneath the blanket to hold her, she shifted, not harshly, almost tenderly, but firmly out of reach. Then came her whisper. Not cruel, not sharp, but absolute. In those 3 words, I understood everything. She wasn't exhausted. She was done. I rolled onto my side, facing the wall, my heart pounding. Not with fury, but with the hollow knowledge that I was no longer her refuge. I was merely a presence she endured. Sleep never found me. Instead, I wandered through memories. Her laugh that turned into a snort on our first date. The way we sang badly but proudly together in the car. The night she clung to me after her mother's passing, whispering that I made her feel safe. When had I stopped being that man for her? Perhaps there was no single moment. Perhaps it was a slow unraveling, thread by thread, until nothing held us together anymore. Dawn, I rose quietly. She lay still, either asleep or pretending. My eyes lingered on the fragments of our life. The walls we painted one lazy afternoon, the photographs we framed on a rainy day, the corner where her coffee mug once sat. I packed lightly, leaving without noise or spectacle. Before stepping out, I bent close. She looked peaceful, not joyous, not broken, simply emptied. I whispered goodbye into the quiet, unsure if she heard. Then I walked away. The world outside moved forward as if nothing had changed, but inside me, everything had. Months have passed, and still some nights I replay that moment. Her whisper, my silence, the soft breaking of something once unshakable. People assume heartbreak is loud, but often it arrives like a secret, like a man slipping out the door. Not because he stopped loving, but because love stopped breathing between them. I still care for her, but not in a way that longs for return. I care the way you remember something that once saved you but no longer belongs to who you are. She had been my anchor, steadying me when I drifted. But even anchors corrode. Sometimes love doesn't end in betrayal or flames. Sometimes it withers quietly, in the absence of touch, in words never spoken, in silence too long endured. Her whisper wasn't cruelty, it was truth. She could no longer pretend. And my silence as I walked away wasn't bitterness. It was acceptance. Because when love no longer breathes between 2 people, no amount of holding on can keep it alive.